Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy if you're new here, and this is kind of my journey into weight loss and being healthier. Today I wanted to kind of give you guys an update about where I am, explain some of the struggles that I've been going through, and I have some thoughts about a show that I've been watching. So if you're interested in my thoughts and theories, keep watching after the update. So my last video was in January, obviously, as you may know, and I haven't done an update, and that's because there hasn't been a lot to update, but also I had a video filmed. I had a whole thing filmed, and it was basically experiences that I had in my childhood that kind of gave me some lingering food trauma. And I recorded it twice. The first time I was too emotional. The second time I was still very emotional, and then I sent it off to Jen to edit, and I just kind of regretted it. I didn't want to post it anymore. When I was talking to Jen a couple months ago about what I wanted to post and what I wanted my updates to look like, she said make sure that everything you're posting is things that you 100% are sure you want out there. And the things in that video, there are things in there that certain people in my life who aren't ready to hear the things that I have to say. I would like to discuss them someday. That would be ideal. But for now, they're not ready to hear them, and that's a can of worms that I don't want to open. So my food trauma history, not happening yet, but where I am today. So back in January, when I started the video diary vlog, whatever you want to call it, the series on my channel, I was about 314 pounds. So I spent a couple weeks really delving into my own trauma and figuring out, why do I eat the way I do? Why do I think the way I do? Why do I do anything? And once that kind of, I got out of that mindset, I was able to start working on things. I have a lot of theories as to why I am the way I am. I feel like when I was a kid, I had a lot of food trauma. I had a lot of experiences revolving food that I can remember distinctly to this day. Like, I can remember the smell of the room as to what was going on. So it was just lingering trauma. That's what it was. But I think I'm past that now. Today, so I was 314, and then March 1st, I weighed in at 317, so I gained weight. As of this morning, I weighed in at 306.6. So we're looking at 10, 11 pounds of weight loss, 10 and a half, which is great. I am very happy with that. I have not been doing a lot differently. I've been making more conscious decisions. I have been counting calories. I use an app called Lose It, and it has a recommended for weight loss for me, for my height and my size and my BMI, and my food preferences and everything. It has me at a weight loss diet of 1,563 calories a day. So that's what I aim for. I don't aim for less, and I don't aim for more. That's just what I'm at. However, with the food choices I've been making, I've been averaging 1,300, 1,350. So I am eating under, and that's what's just like contributing a lot to my weight loss, which is very, very nice. I'm going to bed and I'm full and I'm satisfied, and I've had a whole day of like hearty meals, and it's great. I've gotten really into this one lunch. It's like an Asian chicken salad. It's very bland because it's meat, but it's very good. It's like grilled chicken breast strips, and I just buy them frozen because I am all about convenience. Buy them frozen, heat them up on the stove with a little bit of P.F. Chang's Mongolian sauce and hoisin sauce. Then I eat them on like a bed of fresh lettuce with sriracha mayo drizzled over the top. And the app that I've been using actually gives me like notifications that's like, oh, we've noticed on days that you incorporate sriracha mayo, you lose more weight. You have lower calories that day. Or on days that you choose to eat cheese, you have lower calories that day, because I'm portioning out what I'm eating and I'm weighing the pros and cons of each meal now. I'm more mindful about, yes, I can have this right now if I want, but that just means I'll have to have a lighter calorie dinner later. And that's what's kind of helped me. It's not, I have to be the lowest calorie possible at all times. I can still have the burgers and the Taco Bell that's 600, 700, 800 calories, but then maybe I'll have a super light dinner that's a salad or something else that's just light. So that's been really, really helping me. My friend Jen has kind of explained it to me that way, because before I was like, oh man, this is so hard. I have to do low calorie all the time, no matter what, every single day. And that's not the case. She has kind of taught me and like drilled in my head that I can still have everything I want, but in moderation. I'm feeling really, really good. I was feeling a little discouraged a couple weeks ago. I felt like I was just kind of lost. No idea what I'm doing, no clue. This whole food realm is completely new to me. I wish that when I was in school, health class and PE, those two classes, would have focused more on what calories are, what macros are, what carbs are, what they do to your body, what the benefits of all of them are, and what the cons of all of them are. I wish that health class would have focused more on, these are exercises that are really good for your body, these are what they aim for your body, and these are what you can do at home with absolutely nothing. This is what you need. I wish that they would go a little more into actually taking care of my body, because I know how to make a baby. Haven't successfully done it yet, but I know how. I know how. I know that. Why did I have to be taught how to make a baby every year since 5th grade? Tell me once. I have the internet for the rest. That's a joke. Sex education is very important in schools. If you take sex education out, I will be very upset, because it's very important. Disclaimer. But I wish that they would have I wish that my schooling would have set me up for success in a healthy manner, but they don't. They focus on many other things for some odd reason. I don't know how being healthy could be controversial, but it is. Speaking of PE, so I saw on TikTok this lady. She started doing an indoor 5K, so every day she would walk a 5K in her house. She measured out how many feet her house was, like the pacing space that she wanted to do. And she calculated out how many feet are in a 5K, how many feet are in her house, and she figured out how many times she would have to walk the span of her house in order to hit 5K. So that, say it was like, I think it was like, for my house, I did the math once, it was like 276 or something. So let's just use that number. So she put 276 pennies on a plate and had another empty plate, and she'd walk back and forth, and every time that she got to the start, she'd take a penny off of one plate and move it to the other plate. I thought that was fucking genius, so I wanted to do it. I'm not up to a 5K yet, but regularly, I would like to say two to 4 times a week, I have been walking the span of my house. I've only been able to make it 100 because I am lazy. I could do more. I should do more. I'm gonna do more today. I'm gonna do 200. Saying that right now. Damn it, now I have to. But it's roughly 1.5 miles. 100 paces back and forth from my house in my house is 1.5 miles. That's crazy. It's crazy. But so I've been doing that. It's really all the exercise and food eating that I've been doing. I've been making better choices, eating wise. Me and my fiance are convenience people. We are 100% convenience people. We will eat a frozen meal, absolutely no problem. but we don't always look at the nutritional value. But now that I've been counting calories and things like that, last weekend that we went to the store, we walked the entire store. We decided what we wanted to get by looking at all the calorie intakes. I made plans for my meals and asked Connor if he would like to join me with them, and he said yes. He has also been losing weight unintentionally just by eating the same things that I've been eating. He's been eating more because he's 6 feet tall and he's a dude and he has a very active job, so he needs more calories than I do, which is completely fine. But he's been a tremendous support right now. He is 100%. I'll cook you your healthy dinner. He's been eating like turkey burgers with me. We switched over to turkey burgers, which they're so good. He switched over to those. He started eating the salads with me. He eats my low calorie dinners because he wants to support me in it, and it's been awesome. Usually when we are looking into like weight loss and we're trying weight loss, he's like, yeah, baby, you do whatever you need to do. Like, I'll support you in anything. If we need to have separate meals, we'll have separate meals. Do you? But right now, he's like, I want to do it with you. And as somebody who's never had a partner who's like, I would like to be there with you and experience this with you, it's amazing how much more encouraged I am. Like, he's seeing the better choices that I'm making, and so in turn, he's choosing to make those better choices too. And I couldn't do without that. I am a weak person. I'm a very strong person in most places, but when it comes to food and exercise and things like that, I'm very, very weak. So to have him be 100% on board and join me is more than I could ever explain. So that's kind of the update with me. I've been lowering calories. I've been working out slightly. I have in fact lost weight, which is great. Now, I wanted to share with you some revelations I've had. TLC has some great shows. They have a show called 1,000 Pound Sisters, which I've only watched season 1. I know what happens in season 2, kind of, because I have seen, or like I know what happens with them because I follow TLC on Facebook and Instagram and all that fun stuff. They also have the show that is called My 600 Pound Life, right? And I watched this show. I've watched this show continuously for the last couple days. Like, I've been binging it hard fucking core, dude. Not, like, I feel like most of the people who watch it to laugh at very obese people who are struggling a lot with their weight and issues. I would like to make it clear that I personally do not find any of it funny. I find there are some one-liners that is like, that's good, but as an overweight person who struggled with obesity and could very easily see myself slipping into a lifestyle like that, I do not find it funny in any way, shape, or form. Any of the things I say right now are not to shade or bash or make fun of anybody on that show, because obesity is something very real and very serious. But as somebody who is plus size and fat, I have had some revelations. So 3 main revelations that I've had is there was an episode last night. I wrote all these while I was high. So bear with me. I'm in Oregon. It is perfectly legal for me to get high. I am over age. I support myself in getting high. One woman is like, I'm so miserable being fat. The only benefit I get is food. And I was just kind of like, holy shit, she's right. Like, the only benefit that I had when I was fat and not taking care of myself was the taste of a Big Carl with sriracha, or the taste of a double Western with sriracha, or a pizza, or like, I just had that moment, and that's why I kept eating, is because that was the only benefit. I didn't feel good about myself. I didn't feel physically good. I was always sick. I was always in pain. I didn't feel good. I always had headaches. The only benefit I was getting was flavor. That's it. Why can't I have both? And now I realize I can. Like, I 100% can. I can have all the benefits of feeling good and being more active and drinking water. Jen, I have water. If you know me, this is a big deal. But why can't I have all those benefits while still eating all those amazing foods like the Big Carl and the Double Western and the pizza and the chicken and the wings and all of that? Why can't I have that in moderation? And I can. I just have to look at my day overall. Like, there was a day last week where I went up to 1,800 calories. That was like a cheat day. And then I went right back down. I was like, the foods have been yummy. The foods I've been eating, the low calorie foods have been really yummy. They've been really good. Why the fuck not? Right? So then today's Sunday. Friday, I went over, right? And I'm not gonna ding myself on it. If I go over, I go over. The 1,500 is a goal. It's not a rule. It's not a hard and fast rule. That's the number I should be aiming for. If I'm a little above it or a little below it, I'm a little above it or a little below it. That's fine, whatever. But I went over. And yesterday, Saturday, we were out, we were running around, we were doing errands, we were going to Target, we were going grocery shopping, we were doing so many different things, so we were just eating what was convenient. And I was sure I was gonna go over. Like, I was 100% sure I was gonna go over, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go over, it's gonna be fine. We bought dinner, bought a sandwich, I was like, I'm gonna go over, whatever, cool. And I ended up not going over. Like, the amount of food I had during the day, I even had, 1,500 calories, I had a medium Black Rock strawberry banana fuel. If you haven't had it, have it, it's amazing. But I had one of those, and a medium that I got is 500 calories. So that's a third of my day gone in a beverage. So that's why I was like, you know what, that's fine, whatever. But I didn't. What else did I eat yesterday? So I had that. I had a cheese and pepperoni tornado from a gas station. I had a mushroom melt sandwich from Potbelly, and on that I put bacon, and I put cheese. I had 3 different types of cheeses, extra mushrooms. I put mayo on it. It's my sandwich. I love it. I put lettuce on it. It was so good. But that was 575 calories. And then for like a snack after the tornado, we had about like noonish. And then when we got home around 1 or 2, we were hungry for lunch because tornadoes are yummy, not big. So I had a salad, which is 216 calories. Has chicken sauce, very yummy, very good. Then I had Diet Coke, my chocolate, because when I get high, I don't smoke it. I don't like the way smoke feels. It makes me feel bad. It hurts to breathe. I can't do it. And I'm getting a little sick. So I don't smoke. What I do is I eat chocolate. It's adult chocolate. It's dark chocolate. It's very good. But I had my serving of that, which, yes, I count that because they're calories that I'm putting into my body. So I counted the 50 calories for that. And then I had a couple bites of a dilly bar. And I was good for the day. Like, the mushroom melt we had probably around like 7, 8. And I was good for the day. Yesterday I had 1,494 calories. I thought for sure I was gonna go over, and I'm under by 61. And I didn't restrict anything that I wanted. Yeah, I was completely fine. The only reason why I went over on Friday is because I had a sugar soda. I drank a bottle of Wild Cherry Pepsi. I've been addicted to soda my entire life. Lately, I've just been drinking Diet Coke and water, which is great. But Friday I had a Wild Cherry Pepsi and a Blizzard. I bought a mini Blizzard from Dairy Queen. I thought about getting the small, but I was like, you know what? I don't need it. I only want this because I'm stoned, so I'm just gonna get a mini. And I got a mini, and it was delicious, and it was perfect. But I went over it. No big deal. But I've learned that why am I choosing one lifestyle where I get one benefit, which is the flavor of food, when the benefits of living a healthier lifestyle, I get the benefits of literally just feeling fucking better along with getting the food. it's not black and white. Diet and health and calorie counting and macros and everything like that. It's not black and white. It's a whole bunch of gray. And it's weird to like navigate through it, learning it. It's weird. It's weird. But so that was my first revelation of why choose one when you can have many. I think the reason why I've been watching My 600-Pound Life so much is because I'm seeing a lot of the habits that they have pre-surgery and like all those and all the excuses that they've been making. I've been making the same ones. I tell myself that I'm not making excuses. These are valid reasons. No, they're excuses. They're 100% excuses. There are some people on this show that have said that are saying the exact same words that I've said. Like, I'm seeing myself all over this show, and that's terrifying. Like, I can't ever imagine the physical and emotional pain that people who are that heavy go through. I could never imagine. I have no idea. The reason why I've been wanting to take hold of this is because I was very heavy. I was very, very heavy, and I lost a lot of weight. And Jen, I'll send you a photo that you can put right here. But I was very heavy, and then I lost a lot of weight, and I started seeing my face go back to that heavy. I started seeing my face go back to that heavy roundness, and I don't recognize that person anymore, but I saw my face and my chin and my features just disappearing back into myself, which is really scary. I think that I'm very beautiful. I think that I'm very pretty. Right now, the only makeup I am wearing is on my chin because I have a honker of a zit. But I've really learned to love my own face, and I saw my face disappearing again. So it's scary to watch this show for me. It's scary to watch this show for me to know how easy it would be for me to get that big. It would be so easy and delicious, but also like I would die. So, probably not the best. My last revelation I've had. I consider myself somebody who failed my sleeve. I did it on my own. It was my fault. I did it. I'm not going to blame anybody else because at the end of the day, it was my fault for failing my gastric sleeve. 100%. But watching the show had made me realize, although I've failed my sleeve did not fail me. If I did not lose the 100 pounds when I did, I would not be this small today. I know that for an absolute fact. I would be that 600-pound person. I'm 306.6 today. But I could easily be 600 pounds today if I did not get it done. So yes, I failed my gastric sleeve, and I'm going through relearning all of it and contemplating a sleeve to bypass revision. But my sleeve saved my life, even though I'm still fat. It saved me. It took me from 350 pounds to 250 pounds. And yes, I'm back up to 306. I was back up to 317. At one point I was back up to 320. But had I not lost that weight, I would have gained all that and then some. If you are struggling with your gastric sleeve, if you had weight loss surgery a couple years ago and you're struggling and you're like, what am I doing? I failed this. This was a stupid decision. I wasn't ready. That's okay. You know, like maybe you weren't ready. But at the end of the day, you're here. And all the weight that you've gained back, imagine gaining all that on top of what you weighed at surgery. I would easily be one of those people in my 600-pound life. 100%. I know that for a fact. But I'm not. I failed my sleeve, but my sleeve didn't fail me. So, that being said, that's the end of this video. And I want to thank you for joining me, and hopefully I will have an update soon. I might start trying to get some vlog footage of any activity that I do or food. If you guys want a more in-depth look at what I'm actually eating throughout the week, I can let you guys know, just because I am still eating really yummy food, but I'm also staying under calories. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. As always, drink your water, be healthy. Yeah, be happy and healthy. Bye.